A key concept behind the work was to move from creating art that comments about environmental issues to living art that is active within the environment. I wanted to move from reproductions of plants to real plants. Over time, the Tillandsia plants would capture CO2 and grow to create an expanded living medium, which can be harvested to create new living artworks in the future. Further to this, the project was to test the resilience and sustainability of Tillandsias, commonly called air plants, in the built environment. These plants would be left to their own biology to survive for over a year with no intervention or assistance at all. The selected species for the sculpture were drought and heat-tolerant plants that absorb all water and nutrients through leaf cells rather than roots. At the completion of the project, the Tillandsia sculptures returned back to the bush block where I live and was suspended in trees. Occasionally, a sculpture would be included in a gallery exhibition and spend a few weeks away. Where many artworks require climate-controlled storage in a gallery, by contrast, these living plant works help control the climate while they are actually in storage. They continue to capture CO2 and grow. Over time, it became obvious the plants would overgrow the form of the sculpture, and the question arose, at what point would one intervene and harvest the plants to maintain the original form? After a conversation with Max Delaney, Artistic Director at ACCA in Melbourne, I decided to let the plants overtake the form, but document the process. However, after 10 years, gravity played a role. The clumps of plants became so heavy the fixing on one sculpture gave way, with the sculpture falling to the ground and breaking. At this point, I made the decision to strip the plants back to the original metal armatures. Once all the plants were removed, the sculpture was restored with the plants as it had been 10 years before. It was also an opportunity to view the sculpture without the plants. A tenfold increase in the weight of the plants had taken place during the decade, which left a living medium to create even further living sculptures with. For me, this is the attraction of working with a living medium like plant.